Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. Don't react to them. That's what they want. Jealousy has its evil grips on them, and they're making it your fault. There are some people that jealousy is just going to affect because not everybody works on themselves. So if somebody is not working on themselves, don't make that your fault. It's not your fault because somebody is choosing to not work on themselves. When you're working on yourself, you're supposed to be the one that's in control of you. When you're working on yourself, unfortunately, other people aren't going to be in control of themselves. We're as we have as much control over the things that we have control over that we do, and then that's it. All right. You're not going to be in control over other people, what they choose to do, how they choose to act, how they choose to react towards you. Somebody might see you and they may have a problem with you, and that's their fault. But when they try to cause you some type of negativity because of it, then you're going to have to control you. And depending on how you react to them, then it is your fault. All right. So you have to just keep your cool in certain situations. People will try you, and it'll be when you're least in the mood for it is when you have to watch yourself, because not every time you're going to be in the mood for it. Sometimes you're going to be better at it than others. Sometimes it's going to be a breeze. You're going to be able to let things go, and you're going to be able to just laugh in the face of these people, and it'll be a whole lot easier than you not being able to not let it go if you were having like a rough day or something like that. So when things really aren't going your way, that's when you have to watch yourself. When things aren't working out for you, that's really when you have to watch yourself, because that's when the enemy likes to attack. When they can see you might be going through something, or you might be having a stressful day, but they still see that thing in you. They still see something in you that causes them to feel some type of way about themselves. So whatever it is that they see about you that causes that jealousy, if they see that you're having a rough day and they still feel some type of way about you, they're really going to try, and that's when the enemy's going to strike, because they see you might be down. They see something might be going on. They see you might not be, your jubilant self, but it is what it is. You still, no matter what you're going through, you still have to have control over yourself, and you still have to not be affected by the things that people are doing, because you have control over you, not other people. And that's the moral of the story. You have control over you. Other people may try to control you by getting you upset, making you angry, getting you mad, pushing your buttons, trying to mess with you when they see that you may be going through something or something's not going right. That's when people like to strike. People like to try you when you are not feeling too well. I know they like to try you at other times too, but it really seems like when you just want to be left alone and you're trying to sort through things mentally and you're trying to figure things out, that's when they want to try you and see if they could really get to you. So when you're going through something, or you just got done going through something, or you got something going on, you're really going to have control over yourself and how you respond to certain people. And that's honestly where your growth comes in at. That's where you know that you're actually growing, because it's easy to not get upset when things are going our way. It's easy to stay in control when things are going perfect and smooth. But when you're having like a rough day, or you're having a character creating day, your day is helping you build some character. You're having a day where you are finding out who you are, and the universe is testing you to see if all that stuff you're putting into play and in action is really what you're trying to do with yourself. So that's really when you have to call on all the things that you've been working on, all the things that you've been improving on. That's really when you have to put God to the test, put yourself to the test, and not give these people what they want, and keep control over yourself and how you handle the situation. How you handle the situation is really going to show how far you're going. And if you react, it's not the end of the world, but you don't want to react the way you really would want to when you're having a character building day, or you're having a less than great day. All right, when you feel that, give me 1 second, when you feel that you may not be doing your best. All right, and sometimes it's like that. Sometimes we feel great. Sometimes we feel good. Sometimes we're up and everything is moving smoothly, and then you have days where it's the total opposite. Where when something happens, you're just like, yo, I do not have it in me to behave in a way to where I'm gonna keep my cool in this situation, but still do it, because afterwards, when you're mad and you're upset and your energy is drained, and you look at the situation in its whole entirety, you'll be like, I shouldn't have did that. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to act like that. I didn't have to behave that way just because this person was being a total you know what. And yo, sometimes people will be a total you know what, and it'll be a test for you. So when life tests you, pass the test. Choose to pass the test. Don't let the devil get the best of you. Don't let your devils get the best of you, or don't let somebody else's devils get the best of you. Because people like to be rude. People like to try you on purpose, and like, yo, they have no regard for what you're going through. People could care less. They can give a rat's behind uh, about what you're going through. And you could just have had something bad happen to where you didn't like it. You could have had something happen to you to where things aren't going the way you want them to. You could be having a rough you know what type of day, and there's still going to be that one person. Life does not care what you're going through. Other people do not care what you're going through. There's still going to be those people that try you. There's still going to be situations that happen even when you're having a bad day or a rough day. Just because you're having a bad day, life's not going to take a day off. Just because you're having a bad day, life is not going to take a day off. You still have to figure things out. You still have to wrap your mind around what you're going through, and you still have to not react to these knuckleheads. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. You still have to live your life, and life is still going to surround you when you try to live it. So it's best to not give people what they're looking for. And when you practice not giving people what they're looking for, when you work on yourself, it's better, because when things do happen, you'll already have a leg up, because it's like, yo, I've been practicing this, I've been working on this. I'm not giving these fools what they're looking for. They're looking for some type of argument. They're looking for some type of reaction. They want somebody to get mad at something they did, and I'm not going to give it to them. They're upset with me for whatever reason. Maybe they're mad because the way I look, or maybe they're mad because of how they view me, or something that they see, and or something that they just notice that they lack. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm not going to allow that to affect me negatively just because that's what they want. And whatever people want when it's not positive, don't give it to them. Don't give people what they're looking for. There's people out here that are looking for all kinds of things. There's people out here that are looking to cause trouble with people just because you're you. There's people out here trying to start with people just because they see something in you that they don't see in themselves. It's people out here trying to create problems for you, because even on your worst day, they see you still going somewhere. They still see you performing and in a state of professionalism. Even on your worst day, they still see you performing in a state of professionalism. Even when you feel like things aren't working out for you, people still see the light at the end of the tunnel. People still see that glow. People still see your rainbow shining. People still see you shining. Anything that is good about you that you kind of totally disregard because your day's jacked up, people still see it. They're still going to see it. You're going to think that, okay, I got this mean mug on my face. Maybe people will leave me alone. Maybe people could tell I'm having a jacked up day. Maybe people won't try me today. They still will. And when they do, you have to act in a way to where you're not going to make your day any worse. All right, that's what the enemy wants to do. They already see you having a rough day, see things might be jacked up. They want to try to make things worse. And it's like, why? would you make things worse if they're already not going the way you want them to? You're focused on trying to get your day back on track. You're focused on keeping your mind right. So even though today might not be the best day, tomorrow might go a little smoother. Tomorrow might be a little better. And you already have to keep a positive mindset when things aren't going well. So that way you can dictate how you want your future to go. So even when things aren't going well, you still have to dictate your mind, because that's not how you want your future to go. You don't want to stay having a jacked up time just because of one moment, just because of one day, just because of one negative circumstance. You don't want to have continue to create days like that for yourself, because you're holding on to some type of self-resentment because of some type of bad day or negative attitude or funk that you're stuck in. All right, you want to break that funk. You want to get out of that negative attitude. You want to break that attitude. You want to raise your vibration and be able to focus on some more positive things. And I know sometimes the outside world can make it difficult to do that when you already have something inwardly that you're dealing with, but you still have to do it. All right, I know it's tough, I know it's hard, but you still have to live life. Life is still going to be there for you to deal with, regardless of whatever it is you're experiencing, whatever happened to you, whatever you're going through. It may be hard, it may be rough, it may have just ruined your whole entire day. You may feel like it's the end of the world. It's not. You may feel like your world is over. It's not. But you still have to perform in a professional way. You still have to live your life the way you would want to see yourself in the future, because problems don't last, strong people do. All right, bad situations don't last, good people do. All right, toxic situations don't last, good people do. All the stuff that you're currently dealing with is going to pass and it's going to go away. All right, so you may be down in the dumps. All right, so you may have just lost something. You may have just had a bad day, but things are going to improve for you regardless. Things are going to get better for you regardless. Things are going to turn out how you want them to regardless, but it's according to your thoughts, it's according to your mind, because your future is created by the thoughts that you're currently thinking. Regardless of whatever it is you're going through, you got to break through all of that, and you still have to figure out a way for you to continue to push through. And that's what it's about, you figuring out a way to continue to push through regardless of what's happening, regardless of how people are trying you, regardless of what you're currently experiencing. And it's not easy, it's difficult, especially when people will try you more than once. And it's like, yo, I just dealt with this a few days ago. But I mean, that's just life. Like you pile things on, and it's like you think it's a new day, and just because it's a new day doesn't mean some of the same things won't happen. And if they do, you just have to be prepared for it. Not to where you're looking for negative, or you're looking for toxic things or toxic people, or you're looking for people to act weird, but in a way to where you just know how to handle things, and when life comes at you, you know how to handle it. And that's really all it's about. It's just when things happen, you knowing how to handle them in a way that's going to best suit you, so that way you don't make things worse for yourself, because nobody wants to do that. You don't want to uh, let off steam the wrong way because somebody's being weird and you're already having a bad day. I know sometimes you want to take things back out on people. It's like, yo, I'm already having a bad day. You mess with the wrong one today. I know you want to do that, but it's not worth it for yourself. It's not. Some people are out here looking for trouble. Some people are out here looking to get people caught up in a bad situation. Some people are out here trying to take somebody who's having a good day and make it worse. Some people are out here trying to ruin what you got going on for yourself. They might see you have a bright future despite how you currently feel. You might feel that you got a bleak future right now, but I'm telling you, people are still looking at you and wishing that they had what you had going on for them. They really are. So what you have to do is you have to not give in to the BS. You have to not feed in to the BS. You got to not give in to negativity, because it's difficult. It makes it difficult for you when you feed into negativity. It makes things even worse. It makes things harder. It's like you already having a bad day and you just made it worse. And you don't want to do that for yourself. That's not positive. That's not something that you want to do. You want to make your life as best as you possibly can, even on the bad days, because the bad energy, the bad situation, the bad person, all of it's going to go away. All of it's going to pass, and then all you're going to be left with is yourself, your thoughts, and the decisions that you made. Once all that stuff goes away, all you're gonna be left with is yourself, your thoughts, and the decisions that you made. And you don't want to make bad decisions over bad people. All right, don't make bad decisions over bad people. You don't want to make bad decisions over bad people. You're a good person. No matter how many bad people are surrounding you, no matter how many bad people are in your life, you are a good person. So it's like you want to make decisions to help that person out. You don't want to make decisions based off the bad people in your life, based on the difficult people in your life, based on people that are trying to make things hard for you in the moment. Because once that moment's over, your decision is still that you chose to make is still going to be there. Once that bad day is over with, the decision that you chose to make is still going to be there. And you want to make decisions. Since decisions are long lasting and decisions last longer than tough times do and bad times do. And please excuse the noise in the background. You want to make decisions that are going to make a better impact on you than a negative choice would. And a negative choice, all it's going to do is make things worse. That's all it's going to do. The enemy's trying to make you to make things worse. And you don't want that for yourself. You want to make things better. That's the type of person that you are. If you're watching this video and you watched it all the way up to this point, you want to make your situation better. You don't want to make it worse. You want your situation to improve. All right. And sometimes when you're trying to make things improve, there'll be tests that come at you when you least expect it. It's like, I'm already dealing with all of this. I'm all like, I just had this happen that wasn't good, that happened that wasn't good, God forbid. But it's like now I still gotta deal with other things. Yes, that is life. It could feel like it all came crashing down. It could feel like it's the end of the world. It could feel like your life is over, and there's still gonna be that one or two or four or five things that still happen to where you're just like, is it ever going to end? When it rains, it pours. All right, but you have to create a positive mindset that'll shield you, that'll be an umbrella that will keep you dry, even when you still get pelted with some raindrops, even when you still get a little wet. You still want to be that positive mindset that'll keep you dry, and that will keep you out of harm's way, and that will keep you out of the way of negativity, so that way you won't fall in the pit of despair with a lot of other people who are already there. All right, there's a lot of people who are in the pit of despair already, and they don't care what you got going on. They want you to be right there with them. They might want you to have a worse experience, and you don't need that, and you don't want that. So it all lies in the decisions that you make and the choices that you make. You want to make positive decisions. You want to make positive choices despite what you're already currently going through. You don't want to react to people. You don't want to give people all that energy when they don't deserve it. You don't want to give people authority over you and power over you. God gave us authority and power and dominion to rule over everything. That's negative people. That's bad situations. That's diseases. That's toxic energy. That's everything. You have power and dominion and authority to rule over all these things. So you have to check yourself and keep yourself aware of what's really going on. It's like, okay, I'm already going through something. I'm having a character building day that's going to stand the test of time longer than a negative decision would. So let me make a positive decision and build my character, so that way this character and this positive decision will stand the test of time. Because once this negative energy passes, once this bad person is gone and out the way, and they done went home and got whatever they got from me or whatever they didn't get, the decision that I made is still going to be there. It's still going to stand the test of time. We are affected by our decisions more than the people who tried to affect us with theirs. We are affected by our negative decisions more than the people who try to affect us with theirs. So you have to make sure that you make positive decisions regardless of who's trying to affect you negatively and who's trying to bring some destruction and some distraction in your life. And you have to not get offended, and you have to not get distracted so easily. All right, it takes it's a split second and a split decision for you to keep your cool in a situation to where somebody's acting uh, uh, unruly or unsavory. All right, and it's other choice words I could use, but they're not messing my channel up. No, not me, not today. All right, we're gonna keep this channel alive and thriving. But it is what it is, man. You got some people out here that just want to act out, and they want to try to test you. All right, they may know some things about you. They may know that the type of person that you are. They may be able to look at you and analyze. You never know what some people's gifts are. Just because somebody's evil don't mean they got gifts, man. All right, they got that cognitive ability to where they could tell what the things that that bother you, or they could see what type of person you are, and maybe they could read you and see what gets on your nerves, or what they might be able to do to bother you. Or maybe they're just testing it out. Maybe it's just a situation to where you're trying to take care of something, and then here they come with their little negative stank attitude, and however they want to act, however they want to choose to act. So make wise decisions when you're not in the best mood, because you, like, once you make a bad decision, you can't take it back. So I'm going to say that again: make wise decisions when you're not in the best mood, because once you make a negative decision, you can't take that back. You do something that you wish you never did, that's it, it's done, it's over with. You made that decision, and it's no taking it back. So even if you even if it's just down to you making a fool of yourself, and that's not something you want to do, because you're not a fool. So don't. And it just shows people that how much power other people have over you. And unfortunately, we live in a society, in a world, where when people see they have power over you, they get addicted to it. They're going to keep coming back for more. They're not going to leave. Oh, okay, that's one time we got him to react, we just going to leave him alone after that. That's just that one time, we ain't going to bother him no more. No, they're going to keep coming, and they're going to keep trying you and keep trying you and keep trying you until they get the biggest reaction, the biggest upset, the biggest anger out of you that they possibly can. All right, they want to make you have the biggest meltdown possible. And don't give it to them. Don't allow people to have that much power over you, because they don't. You have more power over you than anybody could, no matter how toxic, no matter how demonic, no matter how evil, no matter how corrupt, no matter how big and bad they may seem. They don't have the power over you that you think they do. That's just a false reality. You're giving them more credit than you're giving yourself. You're seeing something bigger in them, and than you're seeing yourself. You're seeing something more powerful in them than you see in yourself. And energy there's no energy outside of you that's more powerful than the energy that dwells within you. All right, that's basically like saying these negative forces, these demons out here, or whoever out here, is more powerful than God, and that's just not the case. There's no negative energy outside of you that is more powerful than the energy inside of you. These people are not more dynamic than you. The people testing you are not more dynamic than you. They're not better than you on any level, because the fact that they don't have the decency to act like a person with common sense, that says a lot. All right, people are out in public acting like they don't have decency and common sense. That says a lot. But that's their choice. If somebody chooses to act undecent and act like they don't have any common sense, that is their choice, and that is their decision. And you have the power to not let it affect you. You really do. You have the power to not be affected by their bullcrap, because there are some people that they're full of crap. Some people are just full of crap. Um, people get offended easily. People get upset easily, and you're the one that may react, and you may react, you may not, I don't know. But if you react, you're like, wow, I thought I was the one who got offended easily. The reason why people are trying to make you react is because, like, you are affecting them on a deeper level. All right, you're affecting them on a deeper level. You know, you're really getting to them on a level to where it's like they can't stand just to look at you. They can't stand the sight of you. They can't stand being around you. And that's why you'll be like, yo, I didn't even do anything. You feel like you didn't do anything, but you kind of did, just by being around them, because your presence irks them and it affects them in a negative way to where they have to try to make you react. Even when you're not doing nothing, just by opening your mouth and speaking, they have a problem. So you have to avoid situations to where, people have a problem with you for no reason. Those are extreme haters. All right, maybe like in the past, maybe you rub somebody the wrong way by like actually doing something. But these kind of people, they're like, yo, you rub them the wrong way just by merely existing. You rub them the wrong way just by showing up. So people like that, you got to avoid them, because they're extremely toxic and negative. And those are the people that will try to get you to try to trick you out your freedom and try to trick you out your spot the most. So avoid those kind of situations with those kind of people at all costs, because they don't have nothing to lose, and you do. Even if you could handle the situation in a way to where it's like, yeah, and now what? Woo, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything could possibly happen. So just be wise, and it's not even worth it, man. Don't even take it there with people. It's just not even worth it. It's best to just be a positive person, and just to let stuff go and get back to living your life and living the best life that you can. Because, like, people who are successful, they don't trip over small stuff. People who have things going for them, they don't trip over small stuff. The rate that they let things go is so easy, you know. The rate that they let things go is so easy. People like 50 Cent said, if it's not life threatening, just let it go. All right, like where he's from, people will step on your shoe and try to kill you. So it's like if it's not life threatening, just let it go. All right, you like throw your life away because of something that didn't even call for it. You know, it wasn't anything where you had to defend yourself. It wasn't anything where you had to uh, put up any type of energy like that. So I wouldn't even just engage. I would just stay positive and just not react and just keep your energy to yourself when it comes to dealing with people who are trying you, especially when you're having a rough day, because your decision is going to stand the test of time. The decision that you choose to make is going to last forever. And it's going to last a lot longer than that negative person being around you and their negative toxic energy, which where if you do something that you regret later, where you wish you would have just let it go, you're going to be mad at you a lot more than you are at them for doing what it is that they did. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.